Hey guys, it's Buddha Gem, and I just got back from the New York City Anarchist Book Fair. Been there all day, attended I think 4 different panels, checked out lots of cool tables. All the usual suspects were there: NEFAC and IWW and Black Cross, AK Press, you name it. Um, really cool, great turnout. The weather wasn't that great, a lot of rain here in New York City, but we had a huge turnout. I was very impressed. The panels I attended, there were lots of panels. There's no way to make them all, but all the panels I attended to were really cool. Um, and I just wanted to kind of touch on a few things here while it's fresh in my memory. Um, Oftentimes in our society, particularly if you're an activist or you want to be an activist. Um, it's real easy to feel alone, to feel isolated. I mean, that's the nature of our society. I mean, put on your headphones to your iPod, zone out on your video game. It's a very atomized society, and that's where the importance of something like the Anarchist Book Fair really shines, because it reminds you. You see these rooms full of anarchists and people who just care about the world. It's like, yeah, yeah, feels good, feels real good. And I wanted to, there's something, we tend to be on the left, more secular, less inclined to religion, even disdainful or antagonistic, which is fine. But there are valuable things to be learned from religion, and one of those is community or fellowship. I had an old Christian friend used to tell me that they call it fellowship because you don't want to be the only fellow on the ship, and it's important, and that's something you can tap into at something like the Anarchist Book Fair. Whatever you're into, whether it's ecology or feminist rights or sex workers' rights or labor, you name it, you'll find those people at something like the Anarchist Book Fair, and you can network and tap into that and become part of that community. Um, which not only invigorates whatever you're doing or whatever you want to get into, um, but it can also inform it and maybe direct it in a more efficient, effective manner. Um, on our own, there's very little we can do. Not to say we can't do anything on our own, but real social change and real social movements are done in large groups, massive groups of people fighting and resisting the status quo. And, it starts out small and hopefully it builds. But the point is, you can find a lot of hope, a lot of encouragement, a lot of inspiration at something like the Anarchist Book Fair. There are other similar events. The Left Forum's coming up next weekend. Um, and again, it's not really important. Well, let me. At one of the panels I went to with Cindy Milstein, it was basically like an intro to anarchism, and she made the point that hey, look, anarchists believe lots of different things. She went through some of the very fundamental principles of anarchism, um, that things that we all tend to share. But the beauty of it is there are, anarcho-syndicalists like myself, or anarcho-feminists, or, the green anarchists, the red and blacks. You've heard all the different adjectives, and it's fine. It's not that one is more important than the other. It's not that syndicalism is more important than feminism or the environment. But it's where your passion lies, and it's about tapping into that. And this is obviously long-term work. If you're going to get active and involved in any meaningful way, it's not going to be a couple weeks or a couple months, and voila, you've attained your goals. The state's not going anywhere. Capitalism isn't going anywhere. Not anytime soon. This is a lifetime struggle, and if you're going to be serious about it, it's important to tap into these communities, get involved with others, and find that fellowship, that community that can sustain you and nurture you and help you grow as an activist. So, I'd recommend any of you, if you're in the New York City area, there still is some more panels at the Anarchist Book Fair tomorrow. There's no book fair per se, but there still will be panels at the Judson Memorial Church. You can check out, I'm sure you can Google the Anarchist Book Fair in New York City, find the information if you need it. Um, Wherever you're at, if you're happen to watching this, and you don't have to be an anarchist, you just know something's not right. The world needs fixing. Maybe you have some ideas. Tap into these things, get involved with others. Um, we need you, and it's not about being an anarchist or a communist or a socialist. It's about being a human who cares, a human who wants to make a difference, a human who wants to leave this world a little better. So do your part, get involved, get organized, educated, and let's agitate for some change. I hope you guys are having a great night. Peace.